brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Production. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir.
What up, though? It's Professor Word. We in class right now. I appreciate everyone for pulling up today. We gave Word the night off. So, yeah, we're going to be going over a couple things. Commander, I see you. He told me you were the minister in the general defense. Great to see you, Commander. Hold it down for us. Appreciate you. Gary, Mr. Busted Down Brown. Heard you was Mr. 33 himself. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Apologies, had technical difficulties for a minute. Apologize for that. But what up, though, y'all? What up, though? Hey, we on Petty Vision tonight. We got some petty education going on. Professor Word or Professor Nine in the building. One of the things we go review is this clip I heard from KB Kwame Brown. He had an incident where I'm gonna give you some background on it. So one of his mods modded for him and did some extra stuff, so he paid her. He broke her off, right? And after some time and some things, he took her mod stick. Now she's suing him because she said she an employee. So yeah, kind of wild, kind of crazy, kind of ridiculous. So yeah, we definitely go look in. I just want you to hear what he said because he made some good points. And then the fun part, and I need participants. We only got one in the chat right now, but I'm gonna need at least two people on the panel with me who've been listening to a lot of the stuff. I said, oh shit, a lot of the stuff I said over the years because I want to review and I want people to point things out, right? I want to see if people been listening and if they can see different behavior. So that part gonna be fun. But yeah, we ain't got nobody here right now. Just me and Commander, I think. But that's gonna be fun. Commander, I got something else. Check this out. This is just me and you. Check this out, Commander. Tell me what you think about this. This is a petty service announcement brought to you by the Word and not approved by the 9%, but I'm going to tell y'all anyway. I am about to say some things that may and will trigger some. And if it does, it's probably because you need to work on it. Now let's go. What do you think? Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner? God dang it. Hold on, I gotta get that. Yeah, we good. See it. Well, since ain't nobody here but me and you, Commander, we can. Two more people popped in. One more person popped in. Let's. I want you to listen to the. Um, now, if you don't know who Kwame Brown is, he an ex basketball player who came on YouTube and blew up because he was roasting other basketball players, and he got a following. He built a community on here. So uh, this is just a portion of his story because he just went to court today. The lady took him to court. She really took him to court. How did I get all the way up there? Oh, there. Hmm. My bad. Just finding the tape. Should have been had this up. I do apologize for that.
You all that I'm a this and I'm a certified this and I'm a certified. I don't give a damn about your certifications. You tell somebody
Okay, hold on.
you that and shit, I've been your boss. So all you motherfuckers work for me and I ain't paying you motherfuckers shit. Yeah, yeah. If you got a moderator stick, you an employee.
Hey, what
I
up,
can't take your
sis?
moderator stick or you can sue me.
What up,
I
nines?
said, what the fuck?
We got the nines in the
Hey,
chat.
if I take one of y'all moderator stick, sue me. You motherfucking crazy as dog shit, man. You don't get the fudge out of my goddamn face. No motherfucking diddy. I ain't gonna sit here and settle shit. And then have these motherfuckers coming out the woodwork. Yeah, my feelings too. No, Rachel, ain't no goddamn quitting. Ain't no quitting, ain't no getting fired. You fired. Right. And look here. It always be the good niggas that try to help motherfuckers. They always try to goddamn go after the good niggas, right? And the niggas that treat them like dog ass, you know what, how they really feel, they don't fuck with them niggas. Motherfucker trying to goddamn go after the good nigga. That when you was begging for a fruit goddamn basket, I tried to help your begging ass. But you want to come after me. Yeah, that's some bullshit, my nigga. That's all it is. That let me know. That's why niggas treat you like they treat you. Cause you like to lie on the good niggas. Cause you a dog. Never mind. But ain't that a tractor that don't fucking run? Ain't that about a tractor that won't run? Motherfucker try to come after the good nigga and help her get more than a fruit basket. I ain't gonna say none of the details, but boy, that shit was laughable. Boy, goodness gracious. How the hell I'm your employee and I'm paying you? I feel hell I know, but that's the logic of this person.
Yeah, that's Kwame.
Yeah, I'm not folding shit, damn D. Hell no. I'm dug in now. ain't gonna get on no community wall and talk about it. I ain't saying shit else about it. I just know, no, we ain't going. It's time to stand up. You don't play games and lie on people's names. And you damn sure don't talk to me like I'm your goddamn child and tell me to goddamn let your nuts hang, my nigga. You damn sure don't talk to me like that. So I can't wait to get a deposition. See, everybody play games.
See, this this is what I'm saying. Like, this is a big YouTuber. Um, and if you know the background story, he met this. It was a mod that, he helped out. I don't know to what extent, but evidently he helped her out. Long story short, they fell out. He took her mod stick. She talking about. She sued him. He went to court today, or tried to sue him. They went to court today, and yeah, she was trying to say that he hired her. She was his employee. He embarrassed her. All this emotional. Man, it was crazy. But yeah, some people on there is like a. Okay, I'm back. My bad. I don't know what happened. It's like my computer tripping for some reason. But yeah, that was Kwame though. Today. Yep, that was Kwame. But yeah, long story short, took him to court. He going through a bunch of BS. But like it's interesting because like this is life lessons, right? This is petty education. So we gonna learn some life lessons today. Women, never tell a man, you can talk to boys, you can play with ninjas, you can do all that. But when you're talking to a man, never tell a man to drop his nuts. Anything with his nuts. Drop them, flip them, rub them. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a high level of disrespect. See, you're not that's like, some females feel like if you call them a B, like that's a very high level of disrespect. And that is like, there's always gonna be something in the back of a man's head when a woman said that to him. We design different. I'm just giving you sauce. I'm just giving you sauce. Yeah, I don't know where they sent me to the Twilight Zone. I'm just giving you sauce. But check this out. We do have a petty service announcement before I go any further, right? This is a petty service announcement brought to you by the Word and not approved by the 9%, but I'm going to tell y'all anyway. I am about to say some things that may and will trigger some. And if it does, it's probably because you need to work on it. Now let's go. Okay, can y'all hear me? I got having technical difficulties, but I think I have a solution. So give me 1 second to do that. But yeah, that was funny though. But uh, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't tell her. Wait, I guess I'm telling you this. Like, I mean, people go use information to do what they want, right? But if it's a man you respect and you just, upset or something like that, this is somebody who you probably will want, um, to be a part of your life or business or whatever. Never challenge his manhood. If there's somebody you respect, never challenge his man. Because once you challenge a man, especially as a woman, like men look at you funny. Like you're a woman and you're willing to challenge a man. You're willing to challenge a man's manhood. All right. All we need you around. That's how. Um, I don't know how to sound to people, but it's like that's an issue that we don't need to deal with. You already got to worry about the man. I ain't about to sit here and worry about the women too. You're a woman challenging a man's manhood. Uh, you don't need to be around. I'm saying challenging, but you can question. You can question if a man is a man. I don't have no problem with a woman questioning a man's manhood. But when you challenge it, that's what like men do. That's we get down. I can't. How you gonna challenge my manhood when we can't get into the art of war? We can't battle. Oh, shit. Mike, check. Yeah, yeah. Okay, are we back? Can you hear me? Um, um, Mike, check. Can you hear them? Mike, oh, hold on. Here. Can y'all hear this? Does it sound like ASMR? Tell me if y'all can hear that. Okay, I think y'all can hear me now. Okay, ASMR. Right. It just means no sound. Dang again. Yeah, I think I fixed it now. I had to disconnect the camera though. So I was planning on coming on cam, but guess what? You just gotta listen to me now. Now you just gotta listen to me. You ain't gotta see me. So I guess you can go into your weekend good. Mhm. Telling the truth ain't you can't go on like that. Yeah, see, look, I am not gonna make excuses, but I know, like, now this is my um laptop mic. This is the blue. Um, reason I'm having issues with this because I got a shortage in the connection cord, and it's only my fault because I left it out, and my daughter I've been chewing on it and stuff, so I can't like I just got to order a new one. It ain't nothing but like $12, so it's like an adapter, so I can hook all like the camera and the microphone and whatever else I need to hook up. But this is the good microphone checker. So yeah, so back to that KB. So yeah, um, being petty, yeah, not even being petty, but just telling the guy honest truth. If you respect a man and you want to keep that foundation of respect, never challenge his manhood as a woman. You don't need to. You can get through to a man, even if piss off at him and want to hurt him. You can get through. Just don't challenge his man because a man will never forget that. Men don't want women around to challenge their manhood. You can question, but when you challenging, it's like, well, we gonna fight. Like, what we gonna do?
What up, Nine?
What up, nine?
Your mic was sounding real bad, real bad, but it's good now.
Did I redeem myself?
Yeah, you're good now. I was gonna say, hey, we need solutions here. No excuses about
Mm.
this, that. Solutions, baby.
Would you sum my mic up to this? Would you sum it up to this?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
What's that, brother? Ew. What's that,
Yeah,
brother?
brother.
That
Yeah.
brother. Ew. What's that, brother?
That's how my mic was. But
Yes.
yeah. But how did you feel? Like did you think he had some good points?
I honestly wasn't following because like it was kind of hard to hear, and I don't really follow that guy. But I was kind of curious of what you meant about a woman asking a man to drop his balls. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because he was like even like if you watch the video, he was like even the people in the court was looking at her funny when he told went over what some of the stuff she said to him. Like the man in the court was looking like you told him what? Like this 7 foot motherfucker. You telling
Like
him to
she was
drop his ball.
disrespecting him, or was
Yeah.
she telling him like not to do something?
No, she was
Like, hey,
telling him to drop his balls. Like you
oh
scared,
yeah,
drop your balls.
she was disrespecting him.
Yeah. That's a like
Mm-mm.
if you don't know it, and that's like a challenge between
Especially not
men.
in public.
But
Listen,
no, like
you don't want to do that in private, especially not in public.
if men say drop your balls, we ready to scrap. Either somebody dominant with authority telling somebody else and they go suck it up, or you about to scrap. So if a woman said to you, like, what you supposed to do? Like, that's one of them things, like how women sit on each
Mm.
other's laps, but you don't see men doing it. You
But maybe
know,
we don't know what that means. I mean, maybe it just might be me. But when I think of dropping ball, or like when a man drops his balls, that means he's grown. He's a man and he's grown. Like it means like grow up, drop your balls already, grow up already. That's how I see it.
that's a challenge of manhood. That's like saying you soft, you weak. Especially in the context of what you said. Um, I see what you're saying, and people
Mm,
make things normal, but like when men tell men to drop their balls, it's like that where I came up at. That's like you challenging a man saying you soft, like you ain't. Um,
mhm.
and usually it was a fisticuffs, or it was just somebody older with authority telling you you ain't shit.
Yeah, yeah, because it depends on like where you're from, What, you grew up around like words mean different things for different people, saying.
Like pride. Like that's what it got a lot to do. Like you, especially when you're talking about like street cred or like just the street mentality. Period. It's like it's your word, it's your essence, it's your image. Is that what either pays you, lays you, or gets you spread? You know, like it's how people view you, perceive you, determines how things go. And that's just like a dominant, not even just street, just I think any masculine man, like even if you get a white guy from the suburbs who in his backyard working on his car, go back there and tell him to drop his balls and see what he do. Probably throw a wrench at you.
But see, like some women will challenge a man thinking nothing's gonna happen, or they're just mad in the moment. But then when something does happen, then they're crying. Then they're like, like they want to get you arrested. Like what? What did you think was gonna happen?
Like, what did you think was going? My bad, I didn't even see you. Said drop the link, but yeah, I got a community wall on here now. Gary, what up, though, brother?
Hey
Appreciate
Gary.
you. Appreciate you. 33. What up, nine? I'm a little taken back. Dang it! I wanted to show you something else and I can't find it.
Ew,
Man,
but
that
the
was about to be
ew.
funny. That was about to be funny. The next thing I'll show you, but can't find it. But yeah, so I'm working on some more drops. But I wanted to play that because it was a couple things like he was saying like how there's always the good people who people prey on, and that's just in life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
your light shine. You go attract
yeah,
butterflies and moths. So,
it's true. It's true, and then people think that you're being fake because they can't believe that that's your real self.
hmm
Yeah.
do you know, like, especially, like, think really, like, if you really think about it, like what you just said, like, people think you fake because they can't believe, like, that's who you authentically are. And a lot of times people put their own perspective of expectations, on someone. Like, you don't know what anyone is truly capable of. Anyone can be capable of something great or something, opposite, messed up. Anyone, potential is there, but um, I think it's like that's like almost as asinine as thinking you know everything. It's thinking you just know a person because of one interaction. Even psychologists don't abide by that. Is the consistency of behavior. So just the one interaction or the couple interactions, or if you don't, man, there's so many different levels. But yeah, it's just asinine. That's why I try not to. I don't judge at all. But even I always try to give people grace and room to grow. But sometimes you can't even do that.
Well, there's multiple sides to people. People can be nice, but then there's comes a time that it's time to not play nice anymore. You know, it's not that you're pretending to be innocent. It's just that yeah, you can be nice and you can be mean when it's like when you
Necessary.
need to be. Yeah, when it's
hmm
necessary.
And see, that's what I don't understand about people. Like a lot of like man, like this whole internet is weird. Like when people be I'm from the street, I be thinking like, what street you from, bro? Because I don't see how it couldn't have been too rough because you still here. Because acting like that would have got you uprooted a long time ago. Like y'all just, I mean, people like it don't translate to me. Like the way people act on here, and then the persona they try to pump out. But like that, just coming on here, it depends. If you on here to put on the show and entertainment, do that, but like the people who come on here, I'm real, I'm this, I'm that, and then um, they come put on an act, and then the act gets stale. And you figure it out, and then there's a whole issue like that's wild.
I'm
Because
always surprised at the people that haven't been whooped yet in real life. Like they go around
mhm,
acting the way they do, and no one's ever like taught them a lesson. I guess
yeah, but see,
they
that's
haven't
what
met their match.
that's what I'm saying. People on the internet, I mean, you live in like a false. A lot of these people never had the attention, never had the power, or whatever little power they got, but they never had that before. So they older, but they immature with what they have. So you see them act as if I just said immature with what they have. They don't know. They don't get no guidance, no direction. They just act as. And when they do that, you setting examples for people up under you. People looking at you, judging you from where you at. There's so many different things happening at once. It's just all fucked up. Basically, ain't nothing good coming out of it.
Yeah, Gary. Gary says it's hard not to judge. I think everybody judges. It just depends if you're judging someone
Mm.
and not
Now watch
openly
this.
judging them.
Watch this. I'm
Just
gonna show
kind of
you something. I thought it
go
was
ahead.
hard too. I promise you, I thought it was hard. But this takes practice, right? Because when you judge, right, what are we looking for? If whatever the action was right or wrong, right? So what I went to is to understand it. So instead of judging, understand, like see how it started. And the more you do that, there's no point in judging. You literally breaking down what happened, see if it's good or bad. But it's still not a judgment. It's more of understanding. Like, if you just try it a couple times, you'll see what I'm saying. Instead of looking at something and saying like yay or nay, literally just try to understand why it happened. And like,
I've always been like that though, and I've always like made excuses for people and try to understand and like give them grace.
yeah, and it's
But
not even making excuses. It's just what exists. Like,
yeah, like
I understand
maybe
what
they
you
were raised that way.
because I
Maybe
was at
this,
that
maybe that.
point. Like, I just see things for what it is, and if it's for me, I rock with it, and if it's not, and then people tell that's judgment. No, I'm not passing judgment. I'm just saying if it's for me or not for me. As far as that person being right or wrong, because this is what happens. Like when we see stuff, and we especially people. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna stick with like people. When we see stuff and see people, like what they did was right or wrong. That was fucked up. Um, and a lot of times we don't go to the beginning to see why they did it. And even when we see why they did it, we understand. So it's like we know it's wrong for what they did, but now we understand why they did it. So it's not even a judgment no more. It's just more of knowing if it's for you or not. It gives you more information, more data, how to recognize, be aware of this, how to prevent it. Like it, I have to go I have to consciously think to judge people at times. Like when it's certain things like messing with kids and stuff like that, or even like eliminating people, I have to consciously think like this person should be judged. Or I just look at it and be like, okay, I understand. It is what it is. And law of cause and effect, what happened is what happened, but I don't really care. I don't know. I mean, don't do that. Keep judging. Don't be a robot. Just judge with just judge with
Be objective.
a compassionate heart.
Hmm. Like the man hating lady. You got to think like how realist says she must have had some really bad encounters. Like someone hurt her, right?
Hmm.
Why is she
Yeah.
the way she is or she thinks the way she does? It's based on whatever she's experienced in her life. You
And
know?
then the collective data. Like I heard her quote Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich that men are biologically geared for sex. Like that's all they think about. And like the way she perpetuates that is like I'm like, if people really fall and listen to her, that's dangerous. Because you literally go get women thinking like men are incapable of loving them, caring about them, doing anything besides trying to get in their legs. Like, that's like her mission. I don't know. That's just weird. We go review. In fact, let me find it.
The women in her chat have had those bad experiences. That's why you see the women in the chat commenting and they're agreeing because they're like, yeah, that's why I gave up on love. That's why I gave up on men. That's why, because that's the type of experience. I've had bad experiences, but because I know I have the man that I have now, I can't be on board with that. And people might say, well, you've got the exception. Okay, so I got the exception, but it's possible that's not all men. You can't say all men because there's good men out there. So I can't get on board with that. But the ladies who maybe haven't had a good experience at all ever, yeah, they're gonna be in the chat saying, "Yep, yep, you're right," and then it just perpetuates the hate.
We on petty vision, so instead of saying you're the exception, just tell them you made the right selection and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Because I promise you, if you, for every story a woman can tell, a man can tell too. I'm just being real. Like, I want to talk about this. I'll wait till Tay decide to hit the link. But the prize. Now, I'm gonna show y'all how with this. Who's the prize, men or women? I'm gonna show you how to neutralize an argument. I'm gonna teach y'all something today. I'm gonna show you how to neutralize an argument. Where is okay? So say
Thank you, Gary.
I do not know how. I got to my other profile on my laptop. I knew it was on my phone, but not my laptop. So yeah, we'll review one of those videos. I wonder if I can put a. I'm gonna see if I can do that. I might be switching. I like StreamYard, but I might be adding another one and eventually switching over to a new streaming. Yeah, whoever has the most to lose is the pro. I'm gonna show you how to neutralize the argument though. I don't care who say what and what say who. Hey, where you at? Give me 1 second. Hey, where you at?
Tay,
All the
Tay.
J's to the front of the class.
Chat, where you at? Stand by, y'all. The word is getting it together. But yeah, Gary, you know, I guess I chose correctly, but my man has been tested and proven. But I still understand that sometimes, like, nothing lasts forever. There could come a time, a day that someone's good until they're not. And so I've always been aware of that, that maybe one day it's not going to be like that. But that's just with everything. People aren't perfect, things happen, people go through trials, people change. You got to expect when you get with someone, whether you marry them or not, or you know you're in a long-term relationship, people are going to grow and they're going to change. So when people say, well, you changed, I don't like you no more because you changed, like, you should already expect that. If you're already expecting that people are going to change, and you just have to grow with them, with the changes, you know, hopefully they're good changes and not anything that you can't live with. But if you go in already with certain expectations to expect that people aren't going to be perfect, people are going to change, you're going to go through some trials. It's normal. Don't quit. It's not for suckers. It's not for the weak. And it's definitely not for the selfish. You can't be selfish and expect to coexist with someone. Exactly, Gary. We're all a work in progress. It's a choice every day. We make choices every single day. And I think it's important to communicate when you're having a hard time or you're thinking about making the wrong choice, making a choice that's not for the good for the both of you. It's important to communicate, to maybe resolve things that are bothering you, to give it a chance.
Talk that ish, Commander. First day of school. I'm here. Yeah, we will go over that video. I gotta run up. So I done messed all up. I got little tink, polo tink tink. I was the polo tink tink. I left a
Poor
couple
little Tink
papers
Tank.
outside. Yeah.
He's got his paperwork all scattered. His
Paperwork.
dog
Man.
ate his homework. He's trying to get his files together.
I don't know what happened. I came in professional mode quickly, like, nah, I already even fucked up. Like,
Where's
I
his backpack?
threw stuff across the room by mistake. Like, literally slid my arm. Shit went flying. Like, damn.
He forgot to charge his iPad.
Got the iPad. How does this Play-Doh get on my table, bro? Okay, man.
And the Play-Doh's got to be put up.
Yeah.
Put that on top of the fridge where the
My
kids can't
kid.
reach it.
I love my kids to death, boy. If I ain't already had gray hair, I would have got it.
I still love playing with Play-Doh, Legos.
I didn't come unprepared. I'm just not prepared now.
Be prepared to be unprepared
I
sometimes.
literally choked on my
Just
spit laughing. But yeah, let's review a
be
little bit
prepared to
of it.
wing it.
You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more time because we need one more contestant onto the stage because I'm about to I want to ask y'all questions and see if y'all identify it. But before we do that, let me go do what I got to do outside and switch this over. Y'all gonna have to deal with my Amazon / Timu earphones.
Calling all brave contestants to the panel.
Get them to the panel.
Let's
They should be able to
go.
pop up anytime she wants, so I don't have to. But if somebody pop up here, Tay, and I'm not up here, guess what? You gotta let them up. So now I have. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's
It sounds scratchy though a little bit.
probably because they got both my my earphones next to you. Okay, that can be this way. But yeah, so this other content creator named Saint and Sinner or something like that. He a dude. He's not manosphere. He says, he's not manosphere. He actually banged in the manosphere, I think. Um, but he do have strong views on a particular group of women. He say he respect women, but like the thoughts and Instagram models, he say he going in on them. And he do. Um, Now, how he determines who is who, I do not know his criteria. Um, so uh, I don't know if that's just a barometer that he uses or if that's his thing.
There
Depends
wouldn't be
on him.
insta there wouldn't be insta models if there wasn't an audience for it. So just like we say, who do we blame?
Hmm.
The audience. If the demand wasn't there, there wouldn't be it. The demand is there.
Mm. That's a that's a good conversation. It's fact though, because I mean, I can see people arguing it, but then you have to admit that you're weak to female um, persuasion. They just have to say you're weak to it. You have to admit, you know, that you're weak to the female persuasion.
Right. I mean, even the women, it's not only males. Like even the women are looking to some of these women.
Mm. They hook them both of them, hook, line, and sinker. I'm like, oh, I ain't got the Wi-Fi on anyway. No chalk for the chalkboard, no eraser, no. But you know what, bro? I don't want to hear that, man. I just thought of it on the fly. This is gonna be a new series over here. And I'm being nice because Commander up here. I ain't even start going in yet. So hush now, Gary. But put you in the back corner where they got the desk at with the bubble gum all under it, and you'll sit next to the boy with the hat with the propeller on it.
Yeah, Gary, you don't get a hall pass today.
Oh, Pat, Gary.
I'm waiting for the day that like all the plastic and the surgeries and all that is not in style anymore. It's not a trend anymore.
Oh, you talking about like yeah? They starting to say the BBL stink. The
It's starting to happen.
BBL stink.
The tide is starting to turn.
But you got a BBL, stinking booty, stinking booty BBL.
And Godspell was kind of right about like the people we see in the media, like the artists and stuff, because like some of them are already starting to pull out their what do you call it? Their boob jobs, their silicone. They're starting to pull that out. They're starting to pull out their BBLs. They're starting. So like once
You
they
don't
start
want
doing all that,
silicone no more,
everybody will
no more
start to follow.
silicone.
It's not cool anymore.
This
They're
shit
gonna start
wild.
to follow.
What they gonna start doing next? They gonna stop wearing makeup.
Probably there's already a culture of no makeup. I feel like men don't really like the whole makeup thing because like the men I know in my family, they're not into the whole heavy makeup.
Yeah, I don't like. I asked my wife to like when we go out. Like my wife, she badass with like doing makeup. She like badass with it. She did it. She professionally. Well, not professionally, but people call them for her weddings, and she'll go do the bride's makeup. And then everybody else be like, "Do my." She like, "Nah, just the bride." She won't even do nobody else. She charged like $200.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a talent. Some
but
people have that talent.
I asked her not to like just to cut back on it. She never really did too much anyway. I just don't like the foundation stuff because I know what it like. That shit is like that shit eat at your
Chemicals.
face. Yeah, like you constantly put that shit eat at your face. So I asked her to cut back on that. She just do her eyebrows, her lips, and then she keep it moving.
Yeah, my husband doesn't like a lot of makeup, but he doesn't like say anything either. Whatever I wear, whatever I do, he never puts me down. He's like,
Yeah,
"No,
I
you're
ain't.
good. Let's go to the store like that. Don't worry. You don't have to get all fixed up. Let's just go. You're fine. You look beautiful like that. No, nobody
That,
else should care but me. You're not trying to impress nobody else."
that's why I love like the weekend. I always mess with her because I'll be like, I rub my face all on her. Like I ain't gotta worry about no makeup. And like kiss all over. She love it. Like I give her more affection without makeup because I don't get it on. She's
Right.
like, you an asshole. It's like, well, I don't like it, but no, I don't discourage her from wearing it. She want to wear it. I don't bother her. But when she like, I need makeup. I don't want people like, man, look, you can go outside sick and people still go hit on you. So shut up. Like it's true. You done did it a couple times. Went out full blown pregnant, looking crazy. Still trying to get her number. Like what the hell? Like she like 8 months pregnant, about to pop. Feet
It's
all
the
swole,
pheromones.
fingers swole, right hair all crazy. She still like, dude, desperate.
Have you ever seen the show where the men are blindfolded and they put a row of women and the men have to smell the women, like sniff them?
Mm.
Because like
Mm.
like you're drawn to certain people, like their pheromones, their scent. Where like maybe for you it smells like sour, but for like another guy it smells sweet, like smells
Sweet,
good.
yeah, yeah. I look like my wife. She be like, when she sweat. But her cousin said that too. When she sweats, she smells sweet. Her female cousin said that. She said it like that. People be like, what is her cousin smelling like? If they weird, they females. They do stuff like that. They grab each other boobs and butts and y'all do all that crazy shit. Y'all do.
What did Gary say? I don't like makeup too much. Just a touch. Yeah. Just a little touch.
She
A
ain't
little
had no
something
makeup on
something.
her video today. I was like, I see you. I see you, Tay.
Tay's beautiful with or without makeup. I don't
She
know
look
how.
good. I don't know how she just looked a little younger when she don't wear makeup. It's like I don't know
It's
if it's like
true.
the younger look. You know what I'm saying? Like she, I don't know. She just
I
looks
think that's
younger.
true for a lot of women. That's true. They look older with the heavy makeup.
Yeah, she don't wear heavy makeup. It's just I don't know. She just looks younger. Nah, there's some women, man, y'all be doing witchcraft with it now. I do a whole show on that one day on Petty Vision. How y'all women witches. Y'all really witches with
Oh,
the makeup shit. I'm
those
telling you, people be,
before and afters are wild.
I'm gonna
It's
clip a whole
crazy.
bunch of them. People be looking like they just crawled out the grave and then look like they just came out of heaven when they done with the makeup. Like, no, you can't get no ghoul into heaven. You trying to break into heaven with makeup on. Like that's the only way because God see that God gonna smite you for looking like that. God be like, look, I ain't make you look like that. It's all the bullshit you've been doing since you've been on earth. Reason you look like that. Now you gonna try to trick me with this makeup? God ain't even look like that. I'm telling you.
It's that contour. It's that
Uh,
bronzer, that contour. They make their nose like slimmer, their cheeks look higher. It's all about that contour.
man, I'm gonna call it Bondo.
The lips
That's
be
what it look like.
popping.
You can have a dent in your car, throw some Bondo on it, smooth it out. Never
Yeah,
look like it never happened. Look 20 years younger. Just like when
they got
people put the
airbrush.
makeup on.
They got airbrush makeup. Put some of that bondo. Fill in all those pores.
Yeah, that Bondo. Gary, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need one of y'all to hit the panel. You will take. I say if I say Gary hit. I don't know what. Hey, acting brand new. She acting like because this her girl that she don't want me to go at her girl. Like she ain't here. She wanted to actually have a debate with this lady.
I mean, some of the stuff she says, like, it's interesting. Like, I could see some of the points, but I can only listen to a little bit, and that's it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of the stuff she says is 100. It's just in the context she said it and her intentions for saying it, the way she constructed. But
Yeah, it's thought provoking, you know?
you should be thinking how not to take that shit in.
But what are you supposed to do? Just give up on all men? Just give up. Just give up and classify them all, stereotype them all. No, I don't believe in that.
That's what she wants you to do. She want to stick us on an island and use us when she feel we're needed. So,
Who's coming up, chat? Do we only have Gary and Tay in the chat? What up, though? Maybe you should have started on the other channel and then like bring him over. We got three people watching right now, and it's probably just Tay, Gary, and me.
I didn't even know the mic was muted. It is. It's just. I think I'm in the chat. It's just us, y'all. It's just us. I can add the other channel.
We're gonna give you guys another minute and a half. Get it together and come on up. I don't remember where I saw it. I don't think it was her, but I saw like, okay, men are protectors, but what are they protecting us women like from? Other men. Men are protecting us from other men. That was a good point.
I
In gen.
mean, you if you think about protection, it's not we're protecting from um, by providing. We protecting you from nature,
What are you from the bears?
from everything, from anything.
From
We
the snakes?
protecting you. Like I told my wife, I protect you from all threats, either domestic or um, foreign or domestic, you know, from all threats. So anything that's threatening, and there's more, but you're right, is protect you from men, from people in general, from women.
When a woman has a husband, I feel like it's people see it as automatic protection. When a child has both parents, automatic protection. When you see a child with, no parents or one parent, like sometimes people see it like they can maybe take advantage because that person has no protection.
Yeah, everything, anything with it is vulnerability. That's what people. It's just not like if you look at like nature in general, anything that's vulnerable, something attacks it to survive off of it. And humans do the
Yeah,
same thing. Like even women, women will go at the vulnerable man just like men will go at the vulnerable women. Um,
this
we
older
just,
lady. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, you good.
This older lady told me like she had her kids and everything, and she was a widow. Like her kids were older, and she had grandkids, and her grandkids, like her kids would take advantage of her. Like they'd move in with her, or they'd drop off the grandkids, and they would always just like she would say yes to them, and they'd like expect it, walk all over her. And then when she got married to her second husband, she said, "My husband protected me, and all that stopped. He put a stop to it." And so then now my grown kids were like, they were pissed off. They were upset, and they wanted me to leave that guy, and he's controlling, and he's this, and but he was protecting her. There's no more of that BS at our
Hmm.
house. You're gonna come in this house. You're gonna respect this household and my wife.
And people can't. And that's what I'm talking about is protection in general. Dee 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 dee. It'll be protection.
Dee 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 dee
Like I,
dee dee.
like I told my wife, I'm gonna protect her from me, even myself,
How's that?
because I'm never gonna do nothing to hurt her. It's my duty to protect her from any and everything, me included. So before I do something, I have a duty. Before I do something selfish, I have a duty to my wife to protect her, even from myself. That's how people can think. That's how I feel people should think. If you protecting your wife, the closest things to her that can hurt her, which is you. So even before you do something stupid that may hurt her feelings, like cheat, think about that. Was that too simping? Was I simping too much?
Big simping.
Big simping. But I'm serious. That's how I look at it. That's why I said I even protect her from me.
Yeah, that's your wife.
TGIF. Right? What up, though, Nate?
Nick
Yeah, I'm.
baby.
We
Nick
really
Nick.
on. We really on Petty Vision. We just popped over on Word because nobody was coming to play with us. So if y'all on Word, get over to Petty Vision because I'm not gonna keep Word up for long because I want to play this video. And I don't know how that's gonna work on the Word. Well, I'm gonna delete it anyway. I'm gonna delete the video off. I'm gonna delete this video off the Words channel. I'm gonna go.
When you love something, you're gonna protect it. If you love your car, you're gonna protect it. You're gonna wash it. You're gonna put oil in the car. You're gonna make sure it's good when you love something.
And we okay. So let me catch you up, Commander. So there's this dude named Saint and Sinner, right? Like I said, uh he's not from the manosphere, but he can be kind of hard on a particular group of females, as he likes to point out. But he got on Tommy Stoudemire hard, but that's just how he is. He get on people. But this is a debate between our lady friend, Queen Maker, and Saint and Sinner. Fair use YouTube.
It's the big homie, the one and only Fax Kellerman, Stephen A. Pimp, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Attila the Hun, the warrior king of this YouTube thing, the idol of
Oh, I
James
can't do
Bond,
that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that
Marquette
over.
Devon Burton,
We just go listen to the audio.
and the center.
Is that
And
cool?
today we
Y'all
gonna
cool
give
with
this
that?
young lady a
Request
lesson.
Yeah, no,
for
that's good.
audio?
She's a brave one. Bring out the black suits. It's about to be a body. And
It's
you know what
about
shocks me about you?
What's that?
That you was crazy enough to know what you was getting into and still set yourself up for it. Why you do that?
Actually, no. You know what, Center? Oh, my bad, Saint. I thank you more, the center kind. But no, seriously, it's been people that's been reaching out to you for a couple months trying to get us to talk. And this last person who reached out to you, they reached out to you because they saw me on Fresh and Fit.
Okay.
Now, somebody else actually reached out to you back in November.
Right.
And the reason that they reached out to you is because they felt like you would be
I want
better
y'all to see
opponent
the body language
to me
for
because I tend to slaughter everybody that I come across.
y'all to see the body
And
language.
I did it to Myron, and they felt like Myron was a little bit too. They felt like
Fair
Myron
use
is a little bit
YouTube.
too emotional, and they thinks that you're a better opponent. So I'm hoping that you are.
Well, you know what? First off, let's give your introduction. I appreciate you coming on the platform. And indeed, if you want to hop in the hot water and get boiled, fry her up. I eat small fries too. You dig? So first and foremost, I want everyone to know that Princella, the Queen Maker, we do have all of her links in the description. So if you like what you're hearing from her, please do support her work and check out her content. And during the conversation, we'll also make sure that we share some of the things that she's done. She does have some good humor and some respectable musical skills. And so, you know, she's multi-talented, but she sure as hell ain't got enough talent to get this work. You dig? And she gonna learn today. We're gonna put everybody in their place. And at the end, we shall have a hierarchy established properly. And for those of you who are fans of hers, we welcome you. And we're happy to have you in the chat. For everyone, her fans, my fans, please don't spam the chat with unnecessary things. We want you to be able to be heard. And as we're live, if you have a meaningful question, you want to suggest a topic, feel free to send your super chat, PayPal, or Cash App, and we will honor that.
Okay, we have Kuma said, glad to catch you live again. Peace to the saints.
Peace to the saints.
On Cash App, we have Marco says, peace to the saints.
Peace to the saints.
We have Austin. He sent $50.
Baller alert.
He said, baller alert. Message in chat. Austin, I do not see it.
Just
Please
right
send
there.
it again.
It just popped up. I got it. Oh, you got it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Austin said, the best thing about P.E.T.T.Y is that you never take a gamble betting on him. If anything is realer than him, then it's fake.
Talk about it. Talk about it. And baby girl know too, but she gonna learn today. I see them hard heads that right now, but I expect that from single mothers. You did.
Joseph sent tuition on Cash App.
Shout out to Joseph.
For those that are new here, $6 and above to be read aloud, but Booze did send an additional $1 on Cash App just now. It says, greetings to all the high value single mothers in the chat. Keep it classy. Peace to the saints.
In a real way. And one thing I want to establish, because there are a lot of assumptions. I'm one who believes in the natural pairing of male and female. I believe that both men and women are highly valuable and even more valuable when they come together in union. So let that first be said. On this side, we love women, we value women, but these are women who are respectable and respectful. And there are a lot of women who are low class, mentally ill, and those are the ones that we don't regard well, and we will put them in their place as appropriate. You got
Heels in just sent a Venmo.
Shout out to Heels in.
Carry on.
So the theme that we have on this one is who's the prize, men or women. We're going to get into a number of topics and conversations. I know that you have a lot of opinions, and we'll go ahead and tear them apart one by one. I trust that you'll be reasonably civil. I saw that you made an appearance on Fresh and Fit. You weren't coherent. You didn't make sense, but you were civil, and I appreciate that. And so we'll give you an opportunity to say everything you got to say.
Darius said we might have to update the marquee to say $6 and above to be read out loud. Looking forward to these discussions this week.
Yes, indeed.
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all see anything wrong so far? I mean, I know y'all can't see, but y'all hear anything wrong so far? Can y'all hear me? Commander, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Is
So,
there anything wrong?
yeah.
Not yet. I mean, he's prepping. He's prepping to go in.
I'm gonna ad hominems. You ever heard of that?
Like him and Han.
Like he was insulting her off rip. You have a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
opinions, and that's okay. I can shred them up. Like, so you already like even little shots like that. And then he said, "Well, I appreciate you for acting civilized. You know, you didn't really make sense, but she has no opportunity to even defend herself yet. She
Not
hasn't
yet.
spoke. You see,
Yeah, he's already going in.
yeah. So it's like he's like picking with her already.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, but this is someone who you brought on your show to have a discussion. So I just wanted to point that out. So that's like if now when she get an opportunity to talk, if she says something slick, then it's like, whoa, did I disrespect you? Like, yeah, you've been throwing little shots, since I got here. So I do want to point that out because like even if you understood her personality, why would you do that before she even had an opportunity to talk? Like, so this is what I'm looking at his intention, right? Why do that if you want to have a discussion with this lady? Why put her on the defensive before you can even engage in conversation? But I just wanted to prep y'all so y'all see that y'all see how everything start going.
Princella.
I got a question before you ask me. Are we gonna be debating or discussing in delusional world, or are we gonna be in the real world? Which one? So I need to make sure I know where we at.
Well, number one, there's only one world, so we'll be living in reality. The one
Okay.
reality that exists. We're not going to be in the metaverse. That's number one. And
Okay.
number two, it doesn't have to be a debate. If we agree on something, I'm not going to pretend as though I don't agree with you just because you're a woman or just because people have positioned you as a psychopath. If you say something reasonable, I will acknowledge that it's reasonable because.
Wait, that right there. Wait, now, I want you to notice every little because it's getting more aggressive. First, you didn't know what. First, I'm gonna just tear your opinions up. Then, I didn't. Thanks for acting civilized. Now you're calling her. Well, people say you're a psychopath. Why mention that? Did you have to mention that? He's doing all this on purpose. It's like that's for me. That's female shit. That's girl shit. It's like this lady ain't said nothing to you. You don't know her. If you feel some type of way already, fine. But you talking about acting civilized, acting, manly and stuff. Like men don't do shit like that. Like, so that's soft. I'm sorry, that's some soft shit.
Yeah, he's already offending her.
But he's doing that to set her up. He's like prepping her. So when we was talking about what we weren't talking about, but we will have a discussion on like different. I don't want to say it yet because I want y'all to point it out. Well, let me get back to the video. Let me get back.
Because I think the more valuable thing is for us to build on knowledge together. The more valuable thing is for us to co-create. It just so happens that if you're a psychopath, there ain't nothing to create. I got to destroy you. But
Oh, wait, baby. If I'm a psychopath, I understand that, because real people are psychopaths in the Matrix. That's why I asked you, were we going to be in reality or we going to be in the Matrix? Because if we in the Matrix, yes, I am a psychopath. Yeah.
Oh boy, it has
Okay,
begun.
on PayPal, we have Joshua said tuition, Mr. Malave.
It has begun. Shout out to Mr. Malave.
And Bitcoin Bandit said she didn't smoke Myron at all. She was making a bunch of nonsensical arguments and still lost despite Myron being ill.
And you know what I really hope is that both the males and the females watching can be reasonable and they can try to gain something from the conversation. I hope that all of the females in here on her side who at least came in on her side aren't thinking like, oh, like everything he's saying is bad. And all the gentlemen on my side and the ladies on my side as well aren't looking at her like, oh, she's a psychopath feminist. Give her a chance to express herself and we'll see what's what. Now, number one, I notice a lot of your personality is starting to propagate in what they call the manosphere, of which I don't claim to be a part of. And these are essentially women who are playing in a man's game who for some reason are concerned with the affairs and conversations of men. I know that there's obviously Prophet, Just Pearly Things is one such woman who comes in and basically repeats all the things that guys say. And then people are like, oh my, that was brilliant. And then they send her a bunch of money and make this upper middle class white girl even more wealthy, when really a real man is never led by a female. So my question is, aside from the money, is there any other reason that you've entered the spaces of men attempting to establish a perspective?
Actually, I don't even go to men's spaces, right? I pretty much stay in my own little lane. However, men tend to come to my lane, or people who are in my lane demand or request that I take on certain people. I don't really care what people are out here doing, especially when I know that they're crazy, right? You didn't ask me my educational background, but my educational background is cell and molecular biology. So I kind of tend to stay.
We'll get into that. Do you mind if one thing we want to try to do is just to keep things neat? Not to say we won't get into that, we will, but just to keep things neat. If you say you finish an answer to a question and you want to go on to something else, we can definitely address that. But I'll just bookend it there so we can respond on that one topic.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, but I don't go into male spaces. No, I don't, because I don't care what
male space.
Yeah, because I was asked to go there. How did you
end up Fresh and Fit?
How did I end up on Fresh and Fit? So
yeah, you repeat you processing slow there, baby. You ain't gonna make it.
No, seriously. No, baby.
When they press
you
ask them to repeat things that I know you heard the first time. So you ain't processing on the level to get, to you with this A1 game. I'm gonna give you a chance.
I'm gonna cut it off right there. You want to respond or reflect on that comment?
He's hella petty. That's a sign of weakness, if you ask me.
For him?
For him, yeah.
It's like, ever since, it's like before you can even, the debate was supposed to be on the value. Even him going into this question was basically to set her up, to rile her up even more before he go to the actual debate question. Now she, like, that shit weak to me, but that's what he doing. He been poking and prodding at her to get her to react. This is stuff females do. He poking and prodding at her to get her to react, to show like, oh, you have this or this. Now he can attack her personality and behavior, or her behavior and conduct, as you will see later on in the video. Now, I counted, just in that conversation, he cut her off 4 times to speak as she was speaking. He cut her off 4 times.
Yeah, he won't even let her answer the question.
Look, so let's cut to the chase. So I've been doing YouTube for about a year, okay? And I'm totally in my own lane. But the conversations that I have a lot of people requesting that I talk to certain people. just like they requested that I talk to you. Okay,
Well, what
I
was
didn't
my
come.
question?
Yeah, say
What was
again.
my question I just asked you? What was my question I just
Your
asked?
question is how I ended up on Fresh and Fit, right?
Correct. How did you
And I
end up
just
there?
told you, people requested that I go there, so I asked them to go there. Right?
Okay, so you're saying the fans suggested it, and then so
Yes.
you Fresh and Fit to go on their show.
Yes.
I want y'all to
Yes.
Okay, so
see
the
it.
actual answer to my
Wait,
question then
look how
is
excited
I
he is.
requested to go on Fresh and Fit. So what you did, which is very
You
common,
see,
not only among
you see what he,
females,
Yeah, because,
listen,
yeah, no, because
what
that's
he
what y'all
doing
like to
now.
do. Y'all like
we
to take bits and pieces of the trip. Y'all like to take bits and pieces so you can flip it out of context. I'm not gonna let you do that to me.
hold on one second, bro. We usually assign to females that they don't take what's called accountability. They don't acknowledge what is within their control and within their decision making. So what you've just done, hold on one second, love. I'll give you time to speak.
Go ahead.
What you've just done is I said, how did you end up on Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
How did you end up there? Well, the answer is that you requested to go on Fresh and Fit.
Well, how did I end up here then? How did I end up here then?
Would you mind not interrupting me? I think we just said I promise you I will stop talking and I will yield the floor completely. But if you allow me to complete a sentence, right?
Go ahead.
So you requested to go on Fresh and Fit, but instead of just saying that, which is flat out what it was, and there's nothing wrong with that, you said, oh, well, my fans had told me I should go on there. And so following the advice of my fans, then I asked them to go, and that's how I ended up on it. You see, that's a big, long story when the reality is, why not just say I asked to go on, which is the truth of the matter? Because I'm sure your fans
the whole truth. No, the entire truth.
Yeah, I see you're getting out of control. You're not going to be a good representative for these women if you're showing them that you can't engage in dialogue. You have to stop talking to listen. And I'm going to at some point stop talking so that I might listen to you. And I'm going to listen to you sincerely. I do want to hear from you. So rather than taking accountability and saying, I chose to go on there because I asked them, you can't blame your fans, because then it would seem that you're doing everything your fans asked you to do, because I trust they've asked you to do many things that you've not done. They've made many recommendations that you've not taken. So that's something that you chose to go into a male space, probably for the benefit of your own exposure and clout. And there's nothing wrong with that. I now yield the floor to you.
Okay. So you asked, since a lot of people like to go into male spaces, first of all, why would I be going into a male space? I don't just go to male spaces, which is the truth. Okay. Why did I end up going there and how did I get there? Why is because the demand increased. And then I took on that demand and I requested. So that's the whole truth. Now, the problem that I have with the so-called manosphere is y'all like to tell half truths. And I don't play with half truths, right? So if you ask me, I'm going to tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now, if you have a problem with that, I understand, because you want to flip a narrative. But I'm not going to let you flip no narratives on me. I'm going to tell you the whole truth.
Thank you for that.
Is that a problem?
Do you yield the floor? I want to make sure that I'm respecting your time. Oh, fantastic. So number one, and I will play this clip because I found it to be a comical clip that you made. People were insulting you, calling you a male, and you flip that in a very clever way. You're an intelligent person, and that's something we can all acknowledge. One thing you're not is a good listener, because you just spoke about the manosphere, and I already stated that I'm not a part of the manosphere.
You have a manosphere mentality, though, so it's the same thing. I don't.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. This is quite common, and I bet you'd be an expert on this because you're a person, a female, presumably, who's been hyper attentive to what's going on in the manosphere for no explainable reason. All I could see is that it's about money and clout. And so, what I asked you earlier, is there some other reason that you're putting yourself onto these platforms?
Well, to get a message out. You know why? Because a lot of women are actually on the butt end of these podcasts. And so it's about being a person to stand up and be an example for women to follow. I don't mind going in any space I have to get a message out, right? So go ahead and play what you got to play, brother.
Okay, we have Billionaire said, I can already tell that even if you destroy her in this debate, her fans won't get it through their thick heads.
I just wanted to stop it right there. I played it a little bit too much, but yeah.
He's being a punk. That's a distraction. Like, that is a distraction. Let's get to like the meat and potatoes. But he wants to cause a little bit of chaos, which to me comes off as it comes off as weak.
Hmm.
What is he scared of? Why is he doing this distraction and setting it up for chaos? Why?
He riling her up. Hey, I was waiting for you to use the term gaslighting. You've been gaslighting her since.
He's only making himself look bad.
Hmm.
I'm not even on her side, and he's making me upset.
But it's very passive, though. It's very passive. It's not.
telling her she can't follow. I mean, that's not passive. I mean, I guess it's
No, listen
passive
to the.
aggressive, but he's
Yeah, that's what it is. This is the definition of passive aggressive. Watch his demeanor and tone as but then the words, like they're coming off. The tone is nice, pleasant, and polite, but the words are fucking daggers. It sets a tone, almost as she's being scolded.
only helping her.
He only pissing her off. I don't even know if they get into the debate.
Just off these insults already. I hope you all have an open mind and willingness to learn.
Indeed. You caught up?
Carry on.
Okay. So, number one, I think that you've already misrepresented women. For example, you stated that women are on the butt end of these podcasts. No, women are not on the butt end of these podcasts. Harlots, promiscuous women, women with low IQs are on the butt end of these podcasts, because the fact is, an average, everyday, respectable woman who's a professional would never show up on one of these podcasts. So these podcasts overrepresent OnlyFans girls. They overrepresent women who sexualize themselves for money, i.e., high-tech prostitutes. So those are the subsection of females that are represented, and they go on there willingly. So you're already lying when you're suggesting that women
on that particular podcast, or all podcasts that speak about women?
We can't speak about all podcasts. That would be literally impossible. But that particular podcast is one of the most popular ones in the world. That being the case, they reach a wider audience, and they've been copycatted by many different podcasts. Hence, it's worth talking about them.
Right. And they still have the same talking points about women in general, right? So yeah, they'll have your little OnlyFans girls come up there, but their entire thing is to denigrate women in general, right? Oh, as if independent women aren't trashed. Do you have a problem with independent women, Mr. Center?
First
Are you
off,
cool?
First off, so you just asked me a question. So number
Yes.
one thing I've not done is have I insulted you so far?
No, I haven't insulted you either.
Okay. So to
The audio stopped. Or is it me?
My bad. I didn't know I was muted. I wish y'all could see my face right now. I paused it right there for a purpose. When he said, "Have I insulted you?" But she didn't even. So that just shows, like, she probably feels some type of way. But that kind of shows me, like, like where she at emotionally. Like, she upset right now, and
You think so?
I know so, because now, like, she can't even. She pretending like it doesn't bother her.
She's not acting bothered.
Oh, she bothered. Yes, yeah, bilingual. She bothered. She caught a lot of the gaslighting thing. Even if you watch the review video, she had talked about how from the beginning he was gaslighting her or insulting her. If
She's
you
not
watch
letting
her,
him see it. If she's
But that's
bothered, she's not letting him. She's not showing it.
but, see, when he
She's not showing it.
asked, "Have I insulted you yet?" He was trying to set a tone, and she fell for it. That's the whole point I'm making. She should have said, "Yeah, you did. You've been doing it since."
Yeah, but then that would only be again a distraction. Then he would start on that topic, and that's just like Tay says. Get to the question.
That's the whole point. He doing all this for a reason.
Yeah.
So right there, she should have took the power back and say, "Yeah, you've been insulting me since we started. So can we be serious now? Can you stop doing that?" When people are doing like gaslighting tactics or what they call ad hominems, you need to let them know what they're doing. Stop them right in the spot. So yeah, I know what you're doing. I see it. We gonna talk about this. Why is this happening? Do that to people. Don't play along with them. Um, Once you see them doing it, unless you, um, I guess, can maneuver around it. But when you see people doing it, call them out right then and there. Hey, chill. That's what you're doing. Well, I'm not trying. If you gaslighting, you gaslighting. No, you been passive aggressive. You been passive aggressive. She should have stopped, especially going in this setting as a debate. Now we about to go forward, but why don't you stop this shit so we can have a real conversation? Cause what? It ain't gonna do nothing but escalate. He already called her a psychopath.
Just in case you didn't know, and I think you do know, I think you've watched a good amount of my content. The moniker is the Saint and the Sinner. And for short, people call me the Saint. You could also call me Marquette Burton. Passive aggressive is not something that I respect because I'm a masculine man. I'm aggressive, which is to say, if you want to come for me, be aggressive, be straightforward, and I will crush you. You see?
Okay, so we're
That's
gonna
how
have
men
are we gonna
operate.
He just said he ain't passive aggressive. Like, bro, what the fuck you been doing this whole time? Like,
He's projecting by saying that. Like, bro.
like you weird, bro. That shit weird. Like, what the fuck you been doing this whole time? Have you not been being passive aggressive this whole time? Like, am I hearing something different? Like, oh, I'm joking, I'm playing. No, that's passive. You insulting. You don't even know this lady. This is the first time y'all met. I'm gonna smash you. I'm gonna do it. No, this, two adults. Let's have a conversation. Okay, you got some views. I got some views. Let's talk about these views. Okay, so bam, they should have been into the conversation. But no, you've been sitting here fucking with this lady the whole time. I'm gonna prep like a game. Like, how old are we?
And
Like
none of
that
it
shit.
matters. Like,
None
none of
of it.
it matters.
None of it. But listen to this. I mean,
are we gonna have a legitimate conversation or are we gonna go back and forth with this kid stuff?
You're carrying on with the interruptions. You'll notice when you're speaking, I'm not interrupting you, I'm listening to you. And this is why you have to learn from me. The male is the natural leader. You're behaving as a child does, which is a pity that you would even have a child while behaving like a child.
No.
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Gaslighting.
Gaslight like a motherfucker. Well, no, I'm just telling her, like, bro, if you, your
Why
whole,
is
the whole point was to tell her, like, hey, do you mind talking when it's your turn? You know, stop interrupting me. You could have said that and went on, but you had to add all this extra shit on. That's female shit, bro.
why
That's
doesn't she
female shit.
gaslight him back?
I mean, because he go cry like he doing now. He whining now. First he start whining about did I insult you? Did I insult you? You see what I'm playing? He playing the victim too. Did I insult you? No, but you just insulted me. You called me a sinner. Like, hold on, man. You just said that people called this lady a psycho. Well, no, I was just saying what they. That's the passive aggressive shit, bro. Like, I can tell you, like, even when he said, it's people who said that he did that to have plausible deniability. Well, I was just stating what people said. No, you was just being a little biatch. That's what you was doing. You was using other people for an excuse to call her a fucking a psychopath. And then you will ask her, "Oh, did I do anything to insult you?" You know, because she playing. You can well, you can't see it, but she's playing that is not bothering me role. So of course she gonna say, "Nah, you didn't," because she wants to show I'm not bothered by the games you playing. That's what she wanted to show, but she didn't understand.
Right.
You just set yourself up because he'll be like, "Well, I asked her if I insulted her before that, and she said no." You see how he set all this up? Like this is set up. You got to watch dealing with people like this. I'm showing y'all how people set up conversation. He set her up. So if this don't
Yeah.
go
He
well,
wants her to probably rage quit.
mm-hmm, because look, he can go back. Well, if he had any argument that he started off, he would be like, "Well, she said I didn't insult her." He got that on video. You see what I'm saying?
Terrible, terrible.
Hey, what up, though, sis? Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Hey, PIA.
I was watching the backyard cleanup, the workspace cleanup. She had a premiere earlier.
I know I missed it.
But watch the setup. He setting us up.
No, I'm
So
asking you, are we going to have an actual conversation, or are we going back with a power struggle?
You're still talking while I'm talking. And that is showing that you're not a civilized person. You are an example to no one. And the reason that I address this is because, number one, when you keep calling me the sinner, you're being passive aggressive. It's just mere silliness. And so what I'm inviting you to do is to step out of the silliness and be civilized so that we might have a productive conversation that might benefit some of the persons who are watching. Does that make sense to you?
Well, you said that I don't listen, but you don't either, because
I just said, does that make sense to you?
no.
But I just said,
I've never watched your show. I told you that people reached out to you so
Now
that we
you're
could
lying.
talk. No,
Now
no, I'm not. Oh, so now I'm a liar. How can you say I'm a liar? How can you say that I'm a liar, that I don't watch your content? Are you just that? Are you just that ego driven to believe that everybody watches your content, sir? No, people reached out to you to talk to me, and they kept reaching out to me to talk to you. I didn't know who you were until people started reaching out saying, "Talk to this guy." So, no, sir, I don't watch your content, and I don't know who you are. So if you think me calling you the sinner is passive aggressiveness, no, sir, I'm just actually being introduced to you. So if you would like to be called the saint, I'll call you the saint. I don't have a problem with that.
You're already exposing yourself for being petty. And I want you to know that as an adult, there's nothing wrong with admitting where you're wrong. For example, using basic logic, which I know that you lack clearly.
Yeah, I'm petty.
One
I'm
second.
petty.
If you were to call someone by a shorter version of their name, you would use the beginning part of the name, which is the name is the saint in the center. Hence, you would use the beginning. So either you're a complete fool or you're illogical.
Or I'm actually military, because guess what? The military goes by your last name. So what kind of game you want to play?
That's not a last name, though, dear. So
No,
my last name
it does. It does,
Stop being silly. Stop being
sir.
silly.
You want to get into a real conversation, or you want to be petty? Because we can go petty if you want to.
You
Because that's
already
what the whole show has started off petty, right? Because this ain't no educational nothing.
When you started, I already had to stop you from.
And she said it, but that's what I'm saying. I told you she felt it from the beginning. She felt the insult. I mean, that's facts, man. This whole thing started off petty. Oh, hold on, I'll show you, P.I. This is Saint in the what is the name? Saint in the center. And
Priscilla
the Queen Maker and the Saint. His channel is the Saint.
He's not wanting to have a real conversation. He's just trying to make her look back and make her look bad and make her rage quit. And he's not wanting to have a real conversation, which makes him look weak.
Yeah, that like when I seen this, I had to watch a couple more of his. Well, I couldn't really watch nothing. Man. I ain't about to say nothing about nobody. Ain't nobody gonna see this anyway. Look, I can't watch this shit neither because he reminds me of a beta male playing alpha. That's how he reminds me of, man. It's like, But like to be fair, I haven't watched so much of his content, but like this is like girl stuff to me. And then cry and whine. Well, you did this, you did like, bro, you been on some bullshit since you been on, like since you came on. And you talk about I don't respect passive aggressive, bro. That's what you are. You exude passive aggressiveness. Like, bro, that I thought that was your name, passive aggressive, bro. Like, you look passive aggressive. Like, come on now. But like, I don't agree. I can't even say I don't agree nothing with nothing she say on this. Because I ain't even heard nothing she said yet. You can't even hear her because you got this passive aggressive male poking and prodding at her instead of having a conversation with her. That's weird, man. Like, but it's like I don't know. Like because of her views and opinions, you feel like you want to make her look stupid. Like what? Like why? How is making a woman look bad? Like it's like if I had a conversation with her, I ain't trying to make her look bad. You know, we have a conversation. She wrong. I might just say, like, man, look, that's a bit, off the wall. We gonna have to stop teaching people that. But I ain't trying to make her look bad. Like he trying to, like, I don't know. That shit weird, man. That energy towards women. And then these men don't be married. Oh, you taking pictures with women. Okay, yeah, we see you taking pictures with women. I know a lot of gay dudes take pictures with women. Okay, let me be quiet. I'm going to listen to things. Okay. I was just looking. Young Rez, did you hear me say what up, brother? Just making sure.
Interrupting several times, which is a representation of your character. Furthermore, you somehow arrogantly wanted to speak of your education. You mentioned that you're doing molecular cell biology, which I think you think is impressive to me, which it is not, and I'll explain.
It's not about
why.
impressive. It's not about impressive. It's about getting on logic and reality. Okay,
it's been
logic
irrelevant.
and reality.
I'll tell you why it's irrelevant, because you try to make yourself sound like you're impressive because you're taking a degree in molecular cell biology, but you're 37 years old and you're just now finishing the degree, which is a representation of your inability to be focused and diligent and to complete things. So
Listen,
no, I'm not impressed with a senior.
Actually not. The point of the matter is this. Either we're going to talk about some logical stuff, real world stuff, or we're going to play this ring around the rosy game. Because so far, it doesn't look like you want to actually get into a logical discussion.
All we're asking you to do, and we've already asked you 3 times, is just to not interrupt.
All right, well, go ahead.
So let's start you off with this.
Who is we? Who is we?
So one of your many claims is that women are the prize, right? Is that one of your claims?
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Tell us about that.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, when you get down to nature, raw dog nature, and not a artificial system like we live in, it is the male. Yeah, it's an artificial system. Anytime you have to create laws and law enforcement to redirect human nature, you're living in a system. So in raw dog reality, the male pursues the female all the time. He's wired to do that. And in raw dog nature, women get to deny, the female gets to deny access, right? Because guess what? The male's ultimate objective, biological objective, is to pass his genes along. Now, this is biology. Now, if we can't even agree with biology, then I don't know what we're talking about.
You're a true comedian. Do you yield the floor?
I yield the floor.
Fantastic. Go ahead.
Okay, we have 16 books at Peace to the Saints. You already know why I'm here. He got the cold-hearted blue. Get the dry ice ready, fellas.
No.
Girl, shut up.
Like that part is so flawed. I mean, so raw dog nature, the male wants to, have, but what she forget to explain, raw dog nature for female is to create life. I'm not saying y'all motor to create life, but by naturally design, females are mothers, want to have life. That's why they play with little baby dolls and they got little babies ever since they little. They want to nurture. They want to take care of. They want to create life. So just naturally saying what something is from the essence of creation, men want to pass the seed, women want to carry the seed. That's just nature, natural nature.
And the little swimmers know it. That's why they rush.
That's why they
They
rush
rush
the
to get there
seed.
first.
Yeah, they be fighting. So her flaws, she uses that to try to say that's all men are. Like that's all men do. That's what men are designed to do. So that's their main driving force. That's a man's main driving force is to have sex with a woman. Like, um, no, that's not. I understand what you're saying. In a primitive state, like an animal state, I would agree. That's what animals do. Create. But the female animals, they got their own cycle where they in heat. Hey, come get this. Am I lying? Well, you ever seen a female dog in heat? Females be going crazy too. They be trying to get stuck.
Listen, when I take my little girl dog to the dog park, man, I gotta snatch her up because all the boy dogs just run. They'll even try to
Mhm.
jump on me to get to her. It's
Mhm,
crazy. Yeah.
mhm. They be trying to get that. If she in heat, boy, they gonna go crazy. But
And when
just
she's
like
in heat, she taps the she because we have several dogs. She taps the boy dogs to like, hey, hey. And she swings around her butt like, come get it.
and that's natural raw dog, literally natural. But you see nature at is, but you see why I say her argument is flawed because you're just stating men and you're narrating it or creating an environment that's hostile for men because you're trying to say they just by nature they just dogs. They just trying to stick, and that's the prize. But I'm gonna let it play some more because I want to debate that prize part.
Bella's 16th book. Hef.com said, tuition, thank you for all your guidance, Marquette. Because of you, I have completely eliminated alcohol and drugs from my life altogether. Peace to the saints.
These are the saints. That's a beautiful thing. Very happy
Dylan
to hear.
said, no man wants her. Jerry said, she has the gaslight tactics on tap. Wow.
Well, it's impossible to gaslight a man such as myself, but she's making many attempts. We'll see them fail, just as her life in totality has failed. But to your point about nature and the state of nature, you strange.
Just like her life in totality has failed. When they said she was trying to gaslight him, that was his response. This dude is weird, man. Actually, you know what? I actually did want to. I ain't really. I mean, I debate. I don't care, but I want. I don't want to talk to him no more. I couldn't. I mean, because like this, even if you mad at the lady, unless she said something about a dead family member, you should not have went at this lady like this. Like you one of them people who feel like even if I feel like man, even if I feel like somebody is beneath me, I wouldn't talk to them like that.
Well, even the reading of the comments out loud is unnecessary, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
especially when they disrespecting your guests on your show, like that shit wild. Like even if yeah, it's just wild. But these people be having thousands and hundreds. I mean, hundreds and thousands of people following them in their chats and shit like that. His chat be banging, and people. This is what people want. They want to see like. But that's what I was saying. Like, um, with that live the other day, is like you telling me to drop my balls. Like, you want me to come at you like this? You want me to talk to you like this? Like, that's weird. I'm not about to talk to no female like this. But that's what you're doing by challenging my manhood. You get that result. But you know, I only blew up a little bit, not too bad. Where can a narcissist gaslight? Heck yeah, yeah. Narcissists can definitely gaslight a Machiavellian, and vice versa. You know, and vice versa.
Strange terms like raw dog reality. I imagine you probably got raw dog, which would have made you a single mother. And I don't need
You
to
assume I'm a single. You assume I'm a single mother. What makes me a single mother?
your attitude, but let me finish again.
No. What makes me a
we
single mother, sinner? I mean,
warned
saint.
you again. We warned you earlier about cutting off and interrupting, and I see that you're doing it again.
So
And
you can,
you're,
bully and not
you're, cut,
actually have a conversation, right?
you're cutting off again. You see, you've been warned 4 times. Did I interrupt you while you were talking?
I'm not gonna let you sit up here and just say
Did
stupid
I
stuff like
interrupt
that.
you while you were talking?
What makes me a single mother?
Did I
My
interrupt
attitude
you
makes me a
while you were
single mother. Does my
Did I-
average? Does my no? Seriously, does my attitude make me a single mother?
Now you're
Saint?
behaving like a child. We've tried to establish a civilized debate here. When you were talking, I didn't interrupt.
Saying
Secondly,
random things like that does not
calm down.
quantify debate.
When you were
What
talking,
makes me a single mother, Saint? What
was
makes
mad
me a
as
single
hell.
mother? No, you
were
can't make a sir. You
talking,
can't make a claim and
I
then
waited
not
until you
expound on
finished,
it.
and I said, "Do you
What
yield the
makes
floor?"
me a single mother?
I asked, "Do you yield the floor?" to make sure I didn't cut you off. I showed
What
you
makes me
utter
a single
respect.
mother?
Even though you're not a respectable person, I showed you respect. And when you were talking, I didn't speak. And then when I thought you were done, I still didn't go out there, except that I asked you. I said,
What
"You
makes
yield
me
the
a single
floor."
mother? What
Why are
makes
your
me a
feelings
single
so
mother?
hurt that you can't be civil? How could you
Mm-mm.
purport to
No,
be a leader
this
when
is
you
a
can't lead
this is a
yourself?
question, sir.
You can't
This is a
even lead
question,
yourself. You're so angry. You're so
sir.
mad.
Sir,
Wow.
what makes me a single mother?
It's not your
If you can,
turn.
all you
talk.
have to do is answer. You can't make baseless claims.
Now, folks, I had to mute, and I really didn't want to do that because I want everyone to have the chance to operate as adults. But as you see, she was speaking. I didn't cut her off one time. When she was finished, I said, "Do you yield the floor?" which permitted me to speak. Now that I'm talking, she's so angry that she can't contain herself, and she's interrupting me for the 5th time. This speaks to her character. It's like, how can we have a debate if she's so angry she has no self-control? So number one, she speaks of a state of nature. She called it raw dog reality, which is comical that she's speaking about her past sexual experiences. In terms of raw dog reality, as she calls it, which is a state of nature, she says that the female is empowered to deny the male sex. Well, this is quite comical because in a state of nature where she refers to there not being laws and government and policing, well, the female is not actually able to deny the male sex. I guess she's not watched National Geographic. Does it look like consent when it's mating season and the alpha male dominates the female that he chooses? So what you should understand about a state of nature is you don't want to be in a state of nature, love, because in a state of nature, a big mouth yours, someone would reach back and slap the taste out your mouth and you could do all of nothing. That's number one. Number two, in a state of nature, if you were attractive and I wanted to slay you and you didn't want to go for it, I just take it. That's in a state of nature. Government, police, and civilization favors the female because it protects you, because in a state of nature, you get returned to where you really are, which is called a state of weakness. And especially when you're pregnant, you're further in a state of weakness. The only time that the female is actually protected is when she has a male protector. Hence, the true value and power is clearly in the male, and you referring to the state of nature has only validated that. Now, I will yield the floor so you can get big mad and explain to me why you're not a single mother.
It's not my job to explain to you why I'm not a single mother. My question.
Man, bro. What the hell, bro?
Oh
If I
hell no!
that was no. If I had my eyes closed, I wouldn't have knew that was a dude talking. Like, bro, that was the most female shit ever. I swear, when he finished, I thought he was about to snap his fingers and twist twice or something. Like,
He's
bro,
so foul. That's foul.
you need all that energy for a woman in a debate. Y'all ain't even. I can see. Look, man, if he don't even know her. They don't even know each other. First time meeting. Like that's why I say these betas who act alpha, they're acting. That's not how an alpha acts. He's overdoing everything.
And he's proud of himself too. I mean, you can see it,
Yeah,
and you can hear it in his voice.
man. Hold on, man. Let me let you
He
sit
thinks
in
it's
this.
cute.
See, this is video, so I don't want to. I'm gonna erase it from from Word anyway. I'm gonna erase it off of there. But yeah, watch his face. Hold on. He excited about the way he talking to her. Look, he taking great pride in this.
You can't leave
This is a
yourself.
question, sir.
You can't
This is a
even leave
question,
yourself. You're so angry. You're so
sir.
mad.
Sir, what
Wow.
makes me a single mother?
It's not your
If you
turn.
can, all you
talk.
have to do is answer. You can't make baseless claims.
Now, folks, sadly I had to mute, and I really didn't want to do that because I want everyone to have the chance to operate as adults. But as you see, she was speaking. I didn't cut her off one time. When she was finished, I said, "Do you yield the floor?" Which permitted me to speak. Now that I'm talking, she's so angry that she can't contain herself, and she's interrupting me for the 5th time. This speaks to her character. It's like, how can we have a debate if she's so angry she has no self-control? So number one, she speaks of a state of nature. She called it raw dog reality, which is comical, that she's speaking about her past sexual experiences. And
Anyway, that's the weird.
but I
Why?
see
Because no,
I thought you
because
said
the
you yield
majority,
floor. I thought you yield the
no,
floor.
no,
Why'd you yield the floor? Why
no,
are you talking
because
to me?
no,
You don't
because
have to talk. That's why you
Saint,
single. You talk too
no,
much.
Sinner, no, Saint. Listen, I am a
I thought
logical
you yield the
person who
floor.
listen. Hair done. So tell me what makes me a single. I'm currently married, but I'm not with the father of my child. But he did just pick her up and drop her off. No.
Just
No.
lie.
No, Saint. No, Saint.
Lie. Yeah.
No, Saint. No, I did not lie. I did not lie. My husband does not live with me. We are still legally married. And he, guess what? Just dropped his daughter off here. He picked her up and took her to get her hair done. So tell me what makes me a single mother when I have an active father in my child's life who literally just picked her up and dropped her off. Tell me what makes me a single mother. Are you saying that I must be sleeping in the same bed every night to be qualified as a attached woman? Tell me what makes me a single mother.
Ooh-wee. Do you yield the floor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Number one, I want you to know that though I must vanquish you in the public forum, for you are clearly a demon as far as ideology goes. I want you to know that I see through you like glass. And
No,
what I
why?
see in
Because
you,
because the majority
Why'd you yield the floor? Why'd you yield the floor? Why
no,
are you talking
because
to me?
no,
You don't
because
have to talk. That's why you
Saint,
single. You talk too
no,
much.
Senator, no, Saint. Listen, I am a logical
you yield the
person who
floor.
listen,
You're not logical. I
sir,
thought you yield the floor.
sir.
You're not able to abide by the basic rules of decorum. You have no emotional control. You're
No,
not in a position to identify what's logical. I gave you 5 different chances to where I said, please stop interrupting. You have such a lack of emotional control. You're not in a position to lead anyone, for you cannot lead yourself. What is worse than that, I asked you a simple question and you straight away lied. I said, are you
what is the lie? What is the lie?
Everyone is going to be able to rewind this. You realize
they can rewind it. I am still legally married. I am still legally married. Okay. So me and my husband, listen.
Are you in a relationship with your husband?
No, I am not, but we are still legally married, which is a question that you asked. Are you married? Yes, I am still legally married.
Okay. So you're playing games here. So basically, when I suggest that you're a single mother, I'm suggesting that you're a single mother because I observe that you have a lack of communication skills. You are displaying a lot of masculine behaviors,
and you're not manosphere. And you're not manosphere. And you're not manosphere.
Look, I'm going to let you speak because you need to speak. You need to get something off your chest. I'm going to listen to you. Go ahead.
No, because see, at this point, this is just triangulation, right?
I'm going to listen to you. Go ahead.
This is triangulation. Okay. All right. So at the end of the day, this is not about debating points. Okay. Marital status, married legally. Okay. File for divorce. Divorce didn't go through. We got to refile. But he's still a parent to his child, which doesn't make me a single mother when you have an active parent, co-parent. Or are we playing a game about semantics with legality? What is it? You want me to be a liar because it doesn't fit your narrative, which I don't care what fits your narrative. Do you understand? Now, clearly, we didn't come here to debate what's
We
the
did.
topic.
What y'all think about that?
Yeah, chat. What do you think? Is she a single mother? Is she a single parent if she has a father that she's co-parenting with? What do you guys think?
Like when she answered it, take that. You came in here to do the Diddy crypto crazy. Make sure you hit that like. Hey, make sure y'all get over the petty vision. Make sure y'all over at petty vision because I'm in the word soon. Well, I'm in it all soon. But do y'all think she did she lie? Is she a single parent? Like how y'all feel about that? How you feel about that, Commander? When he asked her, you a single mother, by her saying no.
I mean, is she technically single if she's still married? She's co-parenting, so she's not the sole parent. I don't
I
know.
I
Is it
feel like
semantics?
yeah, to me, it's, if she's still married, no matter if you know, technically she ain't a single mother. If her husband is alive, especially, what makes a single? I heard people arguing that before. What makes a parent a single parent? If the other parent is co-parenting, technically, single is the status of availability. But I mean, so is I guess if you say you're a single parent, from even from that context, single will be the availability. So technically, if you co-parenting, you can't be a single parent. You see what I'm saying? Because the other parent is available, so therefore you're not a single. You're co-parenting. So a mother is not a single mother if it's co-parenting with the father. In my opinion, that
Yeah.
makes logical sense.
You're a single mother doing everything on your own. That's what I think of.
Yeah,
Like a single mother
that's a
doing
single mother.
doing the job of mother and father, doing it all on her own.
Yeah,
No support.
so even if the father has the majority or have they're the majority custody, if the mom is co-parenting, he's not a single father. He's single. He's a single man, but he's not a single father because he co-parenting. The mother is there, so his availability status to another woman is single, but not the parenting part. So again, we have to go with the semantics of the word. No, nobody is accountable. No, nobody. I'm surprised Tay ain't come up here. I ain't surprised because Tay knew I would have started debating her.
What do you feel about her
Topic.
like not yielding the floor properly?
I think that's all built up, man. I think he done talk so much shit that she out of her skin now. He got under her skin, so now she ain't gonna let him say nothing about her. So anytime she hears something wrong, she go jump in. I have to see more, see if that's like natural to her. But I see a stimulant. So when she do it now, it's like uh, is expected. It would be unexpected if he wasn't gaslighting her from the beginning. From the beginning, I mean, she wasn't doing it at first, and that's what I'm saying. Watching their behavior, because he took a couple jabs at her, she just smiled before she had the opportunity to say one word. He was taking jabs at her, and she didn't do nothing. But after a while, now um, they ain't conversating no more. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you really genuine about having a conversation with somebody, the last thing you want to do is put the person in a defensive mode, because anything that is incorrect now, she ready to defend. That's what I see.
He set it up for a battle. He didn't set it up for
Hmm.
a conversation. Mm-mm.
No, he set it up for her to react, and she did. She fell for it. That's how I look at it. I mean, that dude for me shows a little weakness in her. Um,
Just you're so out of control, and this is precisely why
Listen,
you are a woman that the father of your child does not want. And
no,
listen
he
to me
actually wants to be with me. He didn't want me to divorce because I
when
filed
I
for the divorce.
when I tell you this. I'm happy to debate you, but we have to inspect the background and credentials of the persons we're talking to. You were the person who brought up that you have a degree in molecular cell biology, like we're
Yeah,
about to
that you
have.
didn't want that you didn't want to answer, that you didn't want me to bring up, but you want to talk about a marital
You're
status. Sir, first of all, I don't even push the idea of women being with men, first of all.
interrupting again. You're interrupting again. Let me explain to you why this came up. You mentioned that you are a representative for women. Now, let me
Yes,
give you
I
a
am.
comparison. Yes, a representative, a leader. Now, take a time out to be silent so that you might hear someone else speak other than yourself, because it extremely is narcissistic that you feel you have to be talking constantly. Many times I volunteered to stop talking so you can express yourself. Now it's my turn to explain something to you. Now, you
Go ahead.
said you're a representative of women. You're a leader of women. Fantastic. Leaders are always under scrutiny because we want to know that you are somehow better off or superior, or your thinking, philosophy, and methods have yielded greater outcomes than the average person, which gives you merit for actually teaching them. Now, understand this. If you are a woman who can't even maintain a meaningful relationship with the father of your child, you failed in romance. If you are
Whoa,
a woman,
hold on.
you
No,
don't, you hold on.
no,
It's not your turn.
no,
You
because
hold on.
you don't.
but do you see how he set the environment up? Like, he set it up for her to react off of anything. Not only did he set it up like that, he basically set it up to show like this is like he stripped her of her influence basically by saying you want to be a leader, but you can't even have you don't even have a successful marriage. Like he trying to but he doing that and he don't want her to defend herself. But if you watch her video, like man, they two peas in the pod. They was really going at it. This wasn't really a debate. This was who can get the best out of who can take the bigger chunk out the other one.
You don't get to paint a false narrative, sir. Sir, you don't get to paint a false narrative.
No, you will get a turn. It's just not your turn now. And you should have taught your kids that to take turns. I'm going to stop talking and then you can speak. It's not your turn right now. Be silent. And guess what? When you're talking, I'm going to take my turn to be silent. All right. Now, you're trying to step out as the leader of women and you failed at marriage. Marriage is supposed to be till death do us part, and it appears you're still alive. So you failed at that. You're no example of romance. Furthermore, on a financial level, if you want to teach women, one of the most meaningful things to teach anyone in this land of opportunity is finances, and you've not excelled at that. And then if you look at education, you're just now getting a degree and you're creeping into menopause age. So you failed at that. So the fact is, you have not outperformed any average woman. So what is so narcissistic in your mind that makes you think you're up here to be a teacher of others?
What you want.
Mm. That's the second time he associated narcissistic to her. So just moving forward, we'll have to finish breaking it down probably next week. But eventually, he gonna say she's a narcissist. Like he didn't created the environment for it. He's trying to show, oh, your way of thinking is narcissistic. By you by you feeling like you always have to talk is narcissistic. He's creating the conditions for her to be a narcissist. Like this dude weird. She probably ain't noticed this as it was going on, but I didn't notice the first time I was talking about it. But he said a lot of nothing. Yeah, it's weird, man. This dude weird. Like, and he was bragging, "Oh, I got her." I did. Like, bro, you weird, man. Mm, 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 mm. Whole lot of nothing, Gary. Whole lot of nothing. But what you think about it so far? It would probably been nice if it would probably been nice if we actually got to hear them debate the topic. Maybe next time we'll
Yeah, I agree.
just go. But I wanted to. The reason I wanted to play this and show this is because of the gaslight. Hey, oh, I forgot I ended it on. I don't know who was over on words. I ended it by mistake. Well, I didn't end it by mistake. I ended it before I said, "Hey, come over here." Um, yeah. So, dang, if you was on the word, well, they can't hear me now. Hopefully, they come over. If not, um, yeah, we're gonna do a part two. We're gonna do a
Well,
part two.
and she was on Fresh and Fit. I haven't seen it. Like, I just wonder how that went.
Hey, if you want to review some of her videos, we can review some of them over here. We'll review some of her videos and probably a couple other people's videos. Um, I don't really care about her points, but more of the interactions that she have with people. We can break that down, because I feel like people philosophies, people can, if you have a philosophy of life, you should be able to demonstrate that when you having conversations with people outside your circle, Um, so, like, I just want to say, is she a good representation of what she presents? I'm interested in that because, like, listening to that dude, I don't think he a good representation so far. So from what I've seen from him, from what he tried to present himself as, I don't think because gaslighting a woman, all that. I mean, it's like textbook to me. It's textbook. At the beginning, like his tactics was very passive. So I would even he could be like a covert narcissist, because he definitely displaying beta energy. Like that's some female stuff. Ain't no man about to go through all that to
The
show up a
covert
woman.
narcissist is passive aggressive, right?
Yeah, yeah. The covert narcissist is passive aggressive. Like I haven't seen enough to say Machiavellianism, because he's definitely he ain't trying to be cunning or witty. Well, I guess his tactics, the way he narrating. Um, but yeah, so yeah, let's finish. That'll be interesting. Let's watch some more of his videos too to see if we can determine what he is. So far, he giving me the covert narcissist vibes. Because like when he played victim, I was like, oh my god, have I insulted you? Like, bro, you was insulting her the whole time. Who raised you? But yeah,
And the we told you, who's we?
right. All three of his personalities told you.
Yeah, Gary, that was a whole lot of nothing, huh?
Character should be um in my opinion, character should be the results of your philosophy. That's what your character is the results of, philosophy is just a way of life, the way you view things. So your character should be the results of your philosophy of life. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Gary, he's definitely playing her.
Yeah. Yeah. From the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna take your opinions and I'm gonna wreck them. I'm gonna trash your opinions. Yeah. I'm like, what? I don't even know you, bro. What is you talking about? If I ever sat down with him and he said some crazy shit, I'd be like, bro, what is you talking about? What are you doing right now? What's going on? What are we doing? But I'm just saying, no, you don't know me, bro. Like, nah, we don't do all that. We don't do all that.
Hopefully next time we can get Tay on panel. See what she thinks.
Yeah, next time we go get Tay and
Maybe Gary too.
Tay and Gary. We'll have them. Never mind. I was gonna say have them do a reenactment. But these people got hundreds, bro. He got 2 channels, right? This channel right now got 29K. He got another channel, I think I forget how much his other channel got. It's close to that, if not more. He had a bigger channel, a smaller channel, but yeah. People follow this, man. I think Tay, this one right here, she was very rude. This dude is a pastor.
Who was very rude? Oh, on the pastor one?
Yeah, she was very rude. I think she
Well,
was.
how did the pastor treat her?
He was cool. He listened to her. He listened to her. He didn't interrupt. He was. It wasn't even like a debate. It was just like the pastor was there and more like an interview for her. It was real polite. He didn't. You could tell he had a high level emotional intelligence. High level emotional intelligence, more than her.
Well, maybe she deserved this dude.
Yeah, it's definitely karma. And Charleston White, that one was good too. You gotta watch that one. At first, Charleston White was agreeing with her. At first, Charleston was agreeing with her, and then he just started, getting to the Charleston White mode. But yeah,
Maybe
I forgot.
she should talk to Jesse. You know who Jesse is? I think
Mm-mm.
it's Jesse. Is it Jesse Peterson?
Oh yeah. Um, I didn't know Kevin Samuels talked to Adam 22. I ain't know Kevin Samuels went on no jumper. Did y'all know that?
No.
He remind me like of a fake Kevin Samuels. That's what that dude remind me of. The same. He probably came from a lot of dudes came up after Kevin Samuels like that.
Yeah, Gary,
Yeah.
I agree.
Y'all ain't doing no reenactment. Yeah, it's just for this is I don't know, man. People like I don't he probably didn't feel like he can actually win a debate with her, so he just went back and forth with her. Like got her pissed off and she probably intimidated him, probably. Let me get my butt off here. I ain't even know it was 3 in the morning.
All right. Good night, Word. Good night, Nine.
I
Night, Gary,
appreciate you,
chat.
man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We just gonna end it tonight. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. We was rocking and rolling. Shout out to Commander for holding the brother down up here. Shout out to Gary in the chat. Shout out to the Tay Eats in the chat. Shout out to the 9 in the chat. Young Riaz, appreciate you, brother. See, Gary, I wasn't too petty. I ain't even get petty. I don't think I got petty, did I? I don't think I said nothing petty. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all, man. Where's the thing at?